Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hatch it. Hatch it. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Prescott now. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch the run. That's shot, baby. That's baby. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. All day. All day.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. To the air again, Prescott. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
March by 4. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
On the run, this is Hunt. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. We're going to 54. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Monday down, 185. What's the ball? 93. 93.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott. He's got it to Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Miami.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
QB's trash. Let's go. Hit the end, boy. 29. 29. You don't want none.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
50. I'm trying to come. We're going to 53. 26.
A toss play to Hunt. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Parker, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Check 56.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Here we go, 47. 54's Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike check.
Here's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 33 yards that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Hey, Wood. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got you, son.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simple execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
87's mom. Don't worry about that.
They'll run again with Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Go right in. Check. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. Big gap. Big gap. Big gap.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here we go. Go right in. Mark 54. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. Here we go. Go to 53. That's it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there. Go right in. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Check three. Jump. Right Monday.
Here's Gordon. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Carr completes it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Prescott. Dorsett's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Philip Dorsett. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And now here is another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Prescott now. They'll roll him out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They run again with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Rolling to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Monday, now, 185. Hey, check Mike 33.
To throw on third down. Carr. Open man has got one. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Take 4, take 4.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the